Hello, Mallards. It is Wednesday. Yeah,
sure.
I'm good at days of the week. And this is the lovely Andrew, who you have not met before, but I've talked about him to the vlog, sung his praises. He does director's cut. We just did an escape room called Twisted Room Escapes. And we did their collection room. It was so fun.
Yeah.
It did have jump scares.
Yeah, Andrew got jump scared like 4 times, and I feel really bad.
Megan also got jump scared once. But they had a spider box. Incredible.
Good spider box.
Yeah.
Just for fun. Made me nervous to open everything for the rest of the thing.
But it was so good.
Yeah.
It was so good.
Jump spider and air jets.
Mm-hmm.
The air
and
jet
the
really
crackles.
is the problem. Oh yeah, I got scared with a book falling from the ceiling.
Correct.
I just didn't know why it did that.
So there were some high level jump scares. Kane would have loved this room, but we had a lot of fun. The people who run it are very, very nice.
And they have so many bathrooms.
Yeah, and this place used to like
is
belong to the
remarkable.
hospital, so it had bathroom stalls, which I've never experienced in an escape game before.
It's so true though. Like you don't ever,
The puzzles were very engaging. Like I really enjoyed that, and it had an element that we all loved, which is a door that was like on a track door.
Secret.
So it like pushed forward and then to the side, and all three of us went, "Woo!"
Also,
it was a cool reveal.
It was a coffin shape, which
Yeah.
I like.
Yeah.
I like a coffin. That's sort of a spoiler, I suppose, but you can tell by walking in the room that shelf probably goes somewhere.
Yeah.
It was a delight.
Yeah, it was an absolute delight. I enjoyed every element of that room, and once like things kicked in, we were really trucking along and having a good time.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can tell why this place like is highly rated on Morty and
A
should
nice logical
continue
flow
to be
to
there.
puzzles, says the nerd.
We love that. All right. And now we're gonna go see Fringe shows. We're gonna talk about shows yesterday and today. We're back in the van. Because I saw one show yesterday before game and didn't make a video about it. And Megan saw 2 shows.
Yesterday, yeah, that's true, I did.
And then today, I saw 2 shows and she saw 1 show. So we're gonna just download you on our experiences over the last couple days. So yesterday, we both saw Dysentery the Musical.
Which was a goddamn delight.
It was.
And I looked into it later because Star Kid also has an Oregon Trail musical. And I was trying to figure out if maybe, like, because of how good it was, I was like, maybe this is a 1-act version of that show. Because it is so solid? No.
Yeah. It just turns out that the Oregon Trail is hitting a stride, I guess.
And this is like their premiere of this show. Like,
Yeah.
the Star Kid musical is from a while ago.
Yeah.
But, like, it's really good.
It was very, very funny and really silly. The set was super fun, and they kept killing the same guy over and over.
And the cast was all incredible.
Yes.
I want to meet them in the human world so that I know just how incredible they are from, like, their character work versus their personalities.
So this cast, interesting because Megan doesn't know this because she wasn't feeling well, but a lot of them are also in Swipe Left, the improvised musical.
Interesting.
Yeah, so several of those casts like overlap. And so it was interesting for me to see these people that I had watched improvise a musical doing an already written script.
Yeah.
And sometimes people can't do both.
That makes me more interested in seeing Swipe Left. I don't know if they have any more shows, but, like, that makes me want to prioritize it. Then, after Dysentery...
I played game and you saw.
And I saw Of Iron, which was a dance show that I believe is specifically maybe different kinds of African traditional dance. And it was a good dance show. Mallory wouldn't have liked it because it was a dance show.
That's fair.
But they made some really cool shapes, especially with their bodies. They were a cast of 13 people that were in every single number. Whereas, like, the ballet...
Insane.
Whereas, like, the ballet had almost 40 people in it. But no one was in more than one number. And there were a duet and a trio.
Yeah.
This was all 13 people on stage for almost every piece of music, if not every piece of music. And the music was really cool. I think you'd have been interested in, like, the kind of music that was happening. I also didn't tell you there was a live violin.
You did not tell me that. That's cool.
Yeah.
Live instruments.
Yeah, I got very excited at the live violin.
Instead, apparently, but when she came back to me, the only thing she wanted to talk about was amoebas.
Because they make Fossy amoebas in the show a lot.
Which I guess is like when all the people like get together and they and they become a little blob, and then they stop becoming a blob. So that is what Megan did yesterday. And then today, I first saw Cubicle Confessions, which was 3 stand-up routines. Well, I would say a host and 2 stand-up routines about jobs. And there was a little bit of audience interaction, as in like asking you about terrible bosses. And there was a little confessional bit where people could confess petty things that they had done to their bosses at work, which was enjoyable. One woman said that her boss made her cry, so she drank the last of his Diet Coke out of the fridge, which I thought was really funny. And then we watched a woman, Queen, who Megan and I had met previously. She did her little comedy bit. And the part that I remember that I thought was so funny is she was like, I have been fired from 24 jobs. And she was like, this is just how I know that I'm not meant to work. God is just telling me that I'm not meant to have a job because I keep getting fired. And wild. I laughed so hard. I thought that was great. I was like, you're right, ma'am. That felt very like Mark Twain to me. Like it's like I like Mark Twain's sense of humor, but the idea of being like, I just got fired from my 24th job and this is just God telling me that I'm not meant to have a job is, there's something really funny about that. Meanwhile, Megan saw
An Evening with Dr. Ashford.
A different show than I saw, because he's doing a different show.
Technically, I saw Black Book, which
I saw Island Rap.
Yeah. But it was so good. I mean, the things that they probably have in common are just being like a masterclass in character work within stories. Yes. Doing like voices, but this is also something that like I've learned from Paul, and I see Paul do all the time, of like physical actions that you always come back to know the characters. And I have a little bit of that in my show, but it was one of those things that like he was so good that I wasn't thinking about my show when he was performing, which is how that's hard. Because I'm always like, ooh, that's cool, I want to. Yeah. No, I was in.
You were
But then
absorbed.
As soon as we were done, I was like, cool, I want to drill all of my important characters in my show to like make sure that I actually have the beats clean.
So cool.
Because his beats are so clean
good.
And he's so good. And Mallory said this, but he's filming an Amazon Prime special on Sunday, and people, honestly, we should maybe go. Like you should go again, because it's not what you saw, and you should go again.
Yeah. It was so enjoyable. Just
ridiculous.
He's so talented. And then I saw Abra, a magic show. And I love magic shows. I enjoy like watching magic shows, trying to figure out how the magic works. There were a couple of tricks that I understood. There were several tricks that I did not understand. He did this card trick that he said is the best card trick. And I don't know if it's the best card trick, but it was an incredibly impressive card trick. A very, very impressive card trick. But one of the things that he did that I really liked is he started the show by saying, I'm a magician. And everybody's like, ha ha ha, very funny. And then he ended the show by being like, when I started the show, I told you that I'm a magician. But that's not true. I lied. I'm not a magician. Because the magic doesn't happen here. The magic is you being engaged and believing and seeing the magic instead of the trick. So really, you're the magicians and I'm just here. And I was like, wow.
What a Keith Brown-ass kind of moral at the end of the magic show.
Yep.
I hope they know each other. I'm going to text Keith and be like, hello, do you know this Kyle? Is that his name?
No, I can't remember his name. I'll look it up. But I was like, I feel like Keith would enjoy the way that he wove some storytelling into it, and that he like has clearly like a heart about the art of magic, which I really appreciated.
And so if you're in Indy and you want to see the heart of magic, then link down below. And if you're in Edmonton and you want to see the heart of magic, Mallory needs to link Keith Brown 100%.
Yeah.
Get that plug in.
Get the magic. So that has been our last 2 days at Fringe, and we will see you tomorrow.